Hey guys, this is a GoPro Tripod Adapter. You're probably familiar with it, but if not, the GoPro mounts on this side and then this side mounts onto a tripod. I recently got a request from somebody to see if I could build a DIY tripod adapter, so I'm going to try and see if it's doable and see if it's worth the time and effort. So the hardest part of the tripod mount to recreate is going to be the fingers that attach to the GoPro. So I'm trying to avoid that. That part's kind of complex. So what I'm going to do is start off with a long arm. First thing I'm going to do is cut off the bottom part, the bottom two mounting ears of the long arm. Definitely don't cut the top off, that's the part you want to save. But I'm going to cut it off flush with the end here where it widens out. And that's what it looks like. Just cut the ears off. It's still pretty rough there, but I just happen to have this saw here, but a hacksaw would work really well too. Next, I'm going to take a wide mill file and smooth up this end that I just cut off. The goal would be to get the cuts to be perfectly perpendicular so that this sits flat. Just check your work every once in a while, see how it's going. You can kind of tell by the pattern on here when it's going to get even and where you need to file. So after you're done filing, probably will look something like this. There's a little indentation in the middle that will help us in a minute. But you want it to sit so that it's at a 90-degree angle from a flat surface. So that takes a little bit of filing, but just keep checking your work and you'll get there. Here we are at the drill press. This is the GoPro arm that we just cut off and filed. What we're going to do is insert one of these threaded inserts into this. This is a 1/4-20 thread. That's the same as a standard tripod. So we're going to drill this and insert this in here. I'm going to use a small drill bit at first to drill a pilot hole just to get it started here so my bigger bit doesn't walk around. Now when you drill this, you can probably do it by hand, but you got to make sure that you drill it straight down, not at an angle anyway. These threaded inserts require a specific size drill bit. In this case it's 5/16. So you got to make sure that you get the correct size, otherwise it won't grip well, it won't hold in there well. So now I've got the 5/16 drill bit in there and we're going to make the hole bigger. The threaded insert that I'm using has a little bit of a lip on it. In some cases that's good. In this case, I really want the top surface to be flush with the black GoPro arm. So I'm using a bigger drill bit just to drill down about a millimeter or so, just to make it flush. So now I've got the hole drilled in the end, and I need to insert the threaded insert into the arm. It's pretty tight, so get it started a little bit and then hammer it in the rest of the way. And there you have it, flush. And whenever you thread in the 1/4-20 tripod screw, it should tighten up the threads in the plastic. You can see the threaded insert a little bit on the grooves on the side. So here's the finished product, the DIY GoPro Tripod Adapter. I'll show you how it fits on a tripod here. Works normally. The first time you screw it in, it may be tight, but that's just the threaded insert taking a set in the plastic. So just like a normal tripod adapter, GoPro goes on top, obviously, and that's it. Works just like a normal tripod adapter. If you're in desperate need of a GoPro tripod adapter, It might be worth the time. It took me about an hour to do that. I was figuring it out along the way. Overall though, the tripod adapters that you can buy, the knockoff ones seem to be just as good as the GoPro brand, and you can get these for about $3 to $4. So it is possible to build one, and it doesn't look terrible. I think that these look better, and for the money I would advise you just to buy the knockoff tripod adapters. So it is possible to build these. It's questionable whether or not it's worth your time to do it, but I will put the threaded inserts up on the buygoproparts.com website. If you have any questions about this build, please let me know, and if you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing.